Hello and welcome back to the last video in my series, Japan from the Eyes of a First-Time Visitor. It is said that if we really desire something from the bottom of our heart, it gets manifested. And I think this is exactly what happened in Japan. As part of a school principals and promoters group, our priority was visiting schools to see what makes the Japanese education system unique. And not only did we get to visit a government and a private high school, but we met some amazing educators as well. Now, when we reached Tsuchiura, the #1 junior and senior government school in Tokyo, little did we know that we would encounter a dynamic Indian Yogendra Puranik, or Yogi San as he's popularly known. Now, he is the first foreign-born principal of a public school in Japan. He's the first person of Indian origin to win an election, and he's also the first Indian origin gazetted officer in Japan. It was really interesting to learn that Mr. Yogi has also established the Edogawa India Culture Center, where he hosts around 50 live concerts every year, mostly around Indian classical music and dances. And there are also collaborations with music and art from other countries. Now, this center also hosts weekly classes for yoga, for music, Indian languages, Indian culture, and Indian mythology. And he's also opened 2 Indian restaurants in Japan. Now, the Indian community in Japan really owes a lot to the support provided by this amazing gentleman, Mr. Yogi. Now, the school of which he is the principal, the male to female ratio of the students is roughly 3:2. That is 3 males versus 2 females. And more than 80% of the students participate in after-school clubs. This is the unique distinguishing feature of Japanese education. So both in athletics and cultural after-school programs. Now, these school clubs, after-school clubs, include sewing, carpentry, electronics, fine arts, photography, and a range of sporting activities. So there's volleyball, there's tennis, there's basketball, handball, ping pong, swimming, judo, and of course Japanese sports like Japanese fencing, Japanese archery. There's sailing, soccer, mountaineering, badminton, rugby, track and field, softball, baseball, and many more. And these fields, the sport fields, are also managed by the students. So most of the events, some of course are managed and organized by the school faculty, but the majority of the events are planned and run by student committees. So they develop a lot of planning and organizing abilities and skills, and also leadership qualities. Academic rigor is of course high, and the students attend 55-minute long classes, unlike the 40-minute in India. They're expected to study hard because the aim of the Japanese curriculum is to ensure that students enter the most competitive universities and medical schools of Japan. It was also a pleasure to walk through the building and the grounds of Tsuchiura High School that is literally flourishing under the leadership of Yogi San.